I am live at nearly midday and testing for tomorrow morning. I just want to see how the sound is and if it's all working. So I got inspired and I wrote a piece about the cracks letting the light in. Because recently, I've been on this journey of really getting my head around what's going on in the world, and the division that is being created. Like, whether you're into the vax or not into the vax, to me, is irrelevant. What's going on in relation to people being pitted against each other is really sad and not the kind of reality that I want to live in. And it's not the reality that I've been targeting. My reality is one where there is a whole ton of allowance and where we learn to be conscious adults, like where we can communicate with each other, not having to be right. We can have our own point of view. There's nothing wrong with that. But to be able to listen to someone else and honor their point of view, honor their belief system, and not have to force them into ours. And that doesn't matter what side of any argument you're on. If you're on any side, it really is about no separation and allowance. So the cracks are where the light gets in. This came to me. It's a beautiful line from a Leonard Cohen song, as well as in, I think, Japanese culture, there is that thing about putting gold between the cracks, yeah, and it enriching an object rather than trying to hide something broke. And it's a great analogy for life. And it led me in meditation to this space of, I'm seeing where the cracks are. I'm looking for the cracks. And I'm shining golden light. I'm flowing golden light, love, unconditional, yeah, which is really intrinsically linked with gratitude, going beyond the egoic gratitude and really being with gratitude. Because the power in gratitude is nothing short of astounding. And so in that space, that's what I've started to do. I'm looking for the cracks and I'm pouring light. I'm flowing light. And I wrote in the poem and the vibration of delight, yeah, because I really believe also that life is about pleasure. And pleasure comes in many different forms. It's not just a shallow thing, yeah. Pleasure is the touch of my skin, the touch on my skin of my own hand. Yeah, that's pleasure. Waking up where I live is sheer delight and pleasure. Knowing that there are people in my life that inspire me, that's pleasure. Chocolate is definitely pleasure. There are so many things. A bath, I can go on and on with what brings me pleasure. There are many things, and also intrinsically linked with gratitude for each and every one of those things. And I'm finding the more I live from a space of consciousness, so it's like me at the center, but choosing with what will create greater for all. Yeah, but me at the center. It's been a big journey, and I'm sure we'll continue on until the next one. But being at that center, choosing for me with the kingdom of we as a mentor. And dear man said once, or said many times to me, so I want to choose with me, for me, that which creates greater for everybody else. And I asked the question, what is the greatest contribution I can be? And it was really funny because I sent out an email to the people in my database with that question as a title and the poem about the cracks. And I got, do a regular broadcast where we come together and we shine the light in the cracks. And however that shows up and whatever it grows into. So today I'm testing. I've plugged a mic in. I've got some sound because I also want to include some, I like to call them ACE events, activation, clearing, and exponential of energy. Yeah. And the power of sound. And who knows what else. So tomorrow, their first event is 9 a.m. Auckland time. Initially, I'm going to come through Zoom to YouTube and test out how that works, because it's nice to have a bunch of people as well for some things. So let's see how that goes. I hope you'll join me. If you're listening back, I really hope that you get where I'm coming from, and then it leads you to a space of desiring to engage with others without having to slam your point of view over the top of anyone else. And these are challenging times for this. This is what we're here for. I can't think of why else apart from fun, which is very cool. But what's going on in the world, my friends? It is time. It is time. We have to stand together and communicate. Yeah, we can't keep handing things over to government bodies or anybody else. It actually needs to come from us, through us, and together. I hope you'll join me in creating more. Oh, hiya, hiya, yanaya, kayana, laya, seya. Hi. You and I.